Hello, everyone. Well, warm today, warm tomorrow, and probably warm most of Saturday. But then a cold front arrives. So let's get to all the details in your Thursday forecast presented by Madison Gas and Electric, your community energy company. Sunny skies most of the day, maybe a few clouds starting to pop up in the late afternoon, but definitely no chance of rain. And look at all the warm temperatures once again, upper 70s, low 80s. And we're watching for record highs. Yesterday we just missed the record high in Madison, but we set a new record high in Milwaukee. And let's check in today, forecasting a high in Milwaukee of 79, which would tie the record of 79 set way back in 1899. And in Madison, the record high today, 78, set back in 1938. I'm currently forecasting a high of 79 degrees. Looks like we will break the record high in Madison. Going to be close, but I think it's going to happen. Windy once again today. Maybe not quite as windy as yesterday, but it's going to be really tough to notice a difference. We're talking about gusts getting up to around 30 miles per hour this afternoon. So this sounds awfully similar to yesterday, right? Well, guess what? That also means that we have yet another red flag warning, a high risk of wildfires, brush fires across southern Wisconsin. The difference today is that, yeah, it's going to be a little bit less windy, but just as warm. And actually, the humidity a little bit lower today. So that's why the fire threat is just as high. I mean, the wind's going down, the humidity even lower, so it evens out. So once again, no outdoor burning today. If you're a smoker, make sure those smoking materials are properly disposed of and avoid parking your vehicle in any grassy spots. And hopefully we can avoid the brush fires and wildfires, but it is certainly a possibility. Red flag warning from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., just like yesterday. Tonight, the winds will die down. So on the breezy side during the evening, but then late tonight, not much wind, just 5-10 miles per hour. That's going to be it. And I mean, pretty remarkable how warm we're going to be tonight as well. I mean, keep in mind, normal high temperatures for this time of year should be in the mid 50s. Instead, these are our low temperatures, low to mid 50s with mostly clear skies. So what about tomorrow? Well, the difference tomorrow, the winds will continue to decrease. We'll just call it breezy tomorrow. I think the gusts will peak around 25 miles per hour. Also, the wind direction is slightly different. Instead of being out of the southwest, out of the south. Now, for most, that's not going to make a difference. So once again, we're talking about upper 70s, low 80s for many. But look right next to the lake, because winds out of the south versus the southwest, that does make a difference. If you're right next to the lake, that's where we're going to see the more significant drop in temperatures. Certainly not cold yet. Notice we're talking about low 70s, upper 60s right next to the lake. But again, notice Lake Geneva. You go from 68 in Kenosha, but 80 in Lake Geneva. So for most, not much of a difference. Probably mostly sunny in the morning, but then partly cloudy skies in the afternoon. I still think dry on Friday, and also with more cloud cover around. That's also a sign that the humidity going up. So though the fire threat, certainly not zero on Friday, does go down a little bit, we might finally avoid a red flag warning for Friday. Still completely dry. The earliest I think we could start to see a few showers pop up is late Friday night. So still looks completely dry during the evening hours. So if you're going out Friday evening, and I definitely encourage you to go out Friday evening than Saturday evening, it's going to be okay. And notice, still a mild night. The average low in southern Wisconsin, 56 degrees, what our normal high temperature should be. And also the winds coming down, just a light breeze during the evening, not much wind during the overnight hours. Now, looking ahead to Saturday, the morning definitely better than the afternoon. Now, I do have to mention, again, a few showers starting to pop up late Friday night. It looks like isolated showers Saturday morning, but not talking about storms. The storms, and I do have to mention a small chance of severe storms. That looks to be in the afternoon, particularly late afternoon, early evening probably is when we're going to see the peak of the activity, to be honest with you. Storms starting to pop up, though, I think in the mid-afternoon, and then this peak in the thunderstorm activity late afternoon into the early evening hours. Definitely looking like heavy rain and lightning will be common across southern Wisconsin. And right now, looks like worst case scenario, maybe up to penny-size hail, wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. We'll continue to monitor that. And that would be, again, during the late afternoon, early evening hours Also, breezy unless we see a severe storm getting those gusts at 50 miles per hour, but it will get breezy again, gusts around 25 miles per hour. Notice staying breezy for Saturday night, and the rain will continue. Now, the chance for storms will go away after the evening hours, but still a lot of lingering showers and maybe some weak storms. The chance for the severe storms, though, I think just during the early evening hours, because look what happens to our temperatures. From a high, again, with the cold front not arriving until late afternoon, probably going to see a lot of upper 70s still on Saturday. That's where it stands right now, but then look at the switch. So our low, by early Sunday morning, we're going to be averaging 47. In southern Wisconsin, just looking completely cloudy Saturday night. I think it's going to stay completely cloudy on Sunday with the cold front clear of us. Look how we barely warm up at all, maybe 3 degrees. So the average high right now looking like 50 degrees and still lingering rain. Now, I don't think it's going to rain all day, but showers are definitely going to be around. Looking like a situation where it's going to be off and on rain throughout the day. It'll rain a little bit, then stop, rain a little bit, then stop, and cloudy and windy. So with a high of 50, and wind gusts possibly as high as 35 miles per hour, the feels like temperatures are only going to be in the low 40s.